42, number 42. I'm leaving the 41s because there was confusion, so we're just straight on number 42 with no number. It's on hydrogen. It's on hydrogen, folks, and I want to make one on hydrogen, and this is a bit of a risky business, and don't try this at home. However, the pressures are very low. I'm just using bottles. Now, hydrogen is the first element that there ever was in the universe, after what they call the Big Bang. It's the lightest element. It'll get out through anything if it can. If there's any little leakage at all, it'll get out. And I'll ask you all a question. Why can you not see hydrogen burning in a flame on a sunny day? So hopefully, if I don't get that answered here, I'll answer it underneath later on. Thank you all. It's the date here is something around the 5th, I think it is, of February. It's the 5th. It's around that anyway. I haven't my clock here. It's around the 5th of February 2022, which is very important. So what I have here, hydrogen can be made by the electrolysis of water. Sure, you did that at school, I'm sure. That's very expensive, very difficult, and by right you need a special cathode like platinum that won't corrode. Now they do use stainless steel, but the chromium in the stainless steel is dangerous. It can give off toxic gases. If you really wanted to do hydrolysis, you could use big lumps of waste iron that would work too. And then on submarines, that's how to do it. But another way of making it is to take aluminium foil. Now here's an old aluminium tray here. And I've just cut slips of it, and I put the slips in here into this bottle. Okay, so everything's a bit topsy-turvy here. The slips are in there. There's about 8 rolled up slips of aluminium and a bit of tin foil, ordinary household tin foil in there as well. Now, I have a box of matches, I have water, I have a spoon, and I need luck as well. So if in case it does go wrong, I don't see you again. It's very nice knowing you, very, very nice knowing you. So now, here we're going to do here now, we're going to take the caustic soda, potassium hydroxide, or no, it's sodium hydroxide or caustic soda, sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide will do. I don't know what lime hydroxide do, but we're going to put this in here, and the minute we do, it'll react with the aluminium. It's a very windy day, by the way, outside. Very windy and wet, miserable old day really, but it's not that bad, but it's not cold. Now the minute I put this in here, there's some water in here already, this will start to react. And as it reacts, it will give off hydrogen gas. And I have here a little trap to stop the water, to stop the flame going back into the bottle. Now, it mightn't be possible to show you, just try. You'll see it there, it's starting to react. And it'll turn that black, and you'll see that the aluminium will start to react with it. Now it's very important to get early on this, because if you only really can do this once with the same apparatus. Now this lad here has water in it, and I've designed, it's just an ordinary tartar sauce bottle. I've designed that the gases will come down through the water here, have to force themselves up through the water, and when they do that then, they will push their way out. Now, one of the problems here, I might have to pause the camera. Just pause the camera a second. Stop. Now we're back again. I put in a little more. This is the caustic soda here. You buy it in any shop. And now it's bubbling. Now if you see it there, it's bubbling. So the next thing now is to try and light it. And I'm putting on these for safety, right? So it's now bubbling through it. Time is in the essence. And we see a little, see this. Now it goes all funny. Just pause it again there. A bit topsy-turvy, and now you see there. Main thing, I want to put off this light here. So the reason is I don't have enough. I haven't it rightly balanced, the reaction, so it doesn't really matter. The main thing I want to do here in these difficult circumstances is to show you that how hydrogen will burn, and it's not a fossil fuel, it will burn in oxygen. And then the matches won't light, of course, and everything goes wrong. And the reason it's doing that there, folks, is that if you hadn't the water in this jar, it'd burst. It'd go down into the jar and it'd blow, and it could injure you. So it's not for the faint-hearted. But the thing is, I think you've seen enough there to show you hydrogen. We might do a video again of it. Sometimes I get it to burn for 5 minutes, and I was hoping to burn boiled water in a spoon, but things don't always work out. The main thing is you note the colour. And the reason I mentioned the colour is that the reason you can't see hydrogen burning in sunlight is that the sun converts helium to hydrogen to helium. And so it's the same colour it gives off. Now, the smell is very like water. It has a musty kind of a smell. Now, the thing about hydrogen is, when mixed with oxygen in the air, at 20% is what's in the air roughly, it will burn, and it can be used as a fuel. It would, no problem here, if I had to have my spoon, everything went a bit funny when the thing went to boil over. It would boil water in the spoon. I have done that. It'll also be used for, like oxyacetylene, for a cooler flame. It does tend to damage the metal a bit, but you could use it in a replacement of a fossil fuel with pure oxygen. So the thing is this the future? Is this the future? Well, remember, it takes enormous energy to make the caustic soda. It takes enormous energy to make the caustic soda. It's a very volatile gas. If a car that was running on this stuff was parked somewhere and it leaked and someone came up and struck a match, it would blow the whole place up. It's very hard to get it right. I don't think it's the answer. Number one, what they're probably saying is you could use wind farms to make the hydrogen with electrolysis. That's highly doubtful. They never operate without fossil fuel in any case. Please do not listen to all this happy talk. This is usually young men who get this big idea that if they had their hand in someone else's pocket, that's you're in my pocket with our taxes, we could build a big thing for multi-billion euros and we'd run everything on hydrogen. That is utter nonsense. Don't listen to that baloney. Don't listen to it. Certainly we can do experiments. I mean, Ireland wants to punch above its weight. Well, why do you think America and Australia and these places are not actually making hydrogen? Now, you could have a hydrogen bus. Nobody's saying that. But how do you store this in the tanks of hundreds of vehicles and that it can't get out? If you notice a balloon that runs on helium that you get for a children's party, after a day or two it shrivels up because the gas gets out through the balloon. It takes unbelievably good equipment to contain hydrogen. And what I'm saying is, they are making it now in a rude form. Please understand that I hadn't been balanced right. I'd have to weigh out everything here to get this right. I got it right before, but you did see the flame, and that's the main thing. And so that's it, folks. I'm thinking we'll have to try something else. I just want to debunk and have something there when I see it on social media. Hydrogen is the future. Do they think nobody ever thought of that before? Do they think that? Hydrogen is different. It doesn't have carbon. It burns without carbon, and it was the earliest gas. And when it came into contact with oxygen, and it has a very low boiling point, it formed water. And all the water we see around us originated in this type of material mixing with oxygen. Folks, it's rough and ready, but I think I made my point. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. We'll see you back for something else. Thank you.